So now this is the heart. This is the aortic arch. The first branch that comes out of the heart is the brachiocephalic. Okay? The brachiocephalic, it will give.
No, it's the right one. That's the left one. Is going to be your left subclavian.
Right?
I thought.
This is the brachiocephalic.
Okay.
Okay? This one here is the left subclavian.
Left subclavian.
Okay? The brachiocephalic will give the right and left common carotid arteries. After it gives the common carotid artery, the name change to subclavian. So this is the left common carotid artery. This is the right common carotid artery.
I know you're good. That's what I mean.
Okay. This one here is a continuation of the brachiocephalic, but we don't call it brachiocephalic anymore. We call it what?
Right subclavian.
Subclavian.
Or just subclavian.
So
Yeah.
the right subclavian is a continuation of the brachiocephalic.
Yes.
The left subclavian is coming directly out of the.
Aortic. Aortic
Okay.
arch.
Now,
Yeah.
all these arteries you see here, these are the dorsal intercostal.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, it will innervate the dorsal intercostal space. Okay, now let us go through the branches of the subclavian.
Yes.
Okay, the subclavian, it has four major branches. Okay, now the first one is the costocervical. Okay, look at the name. It's costocervical. Costo means ribs.
Yep.
Cervical means neck. So if you follow it a little bit, it will divide into two branches. One going to the neck,
Ah, those
okay?
branches. Yeah.
It's the cervical, and the other one is the costal. Now, the costocervical supplies the first three intercostal spaces. Okay? It is very important that you know the blood supply to the thoracic wall and to the abdominal wall. Okay? Because that's where you do your incision for surgery. Okay? So the first three dorsal intercostal spaces supplied by costocervical. What about the rest of the intercostal spaces? It's supplied by
The dorsal intercostal arteries.
exactly, the dorsal intercostal directly out of the aorta. Okay, this is the thoracic aorta. When it gets to the abdomen, we call it abdominal aorta. Okay. Now, this one is costocervical. This one is the vertebral.
Okay.
Okay. This is the vertebral artery. Okay. Now, after that, you have the internal thoracic. Okay, and the internal thoracic will run here. Okay. Now, this is the sternum. Okay. Okay. This muscle here. Okay. This is thin muscle.
Transversus thoracis.
This is the transverse thoracic. Okay. If you want to see the internal thoracic artery and vein, you need to reflect. Okay. So this muscle here is the transverse thoracic. Okay. Now, the internal thoracic at the same level. Okay. The internal thoracic is coming out. The other one is the superficial cervical. Okay. So the superficial cervical and the internal thoracic, they come out of the subclavian at the same level. The one that going ventral, it is the internal thoracic. The one that's going dorsal is the superficial cervical. Okay. So we have costocervical, we have vertebral, we have internal thoracic, and we have superficial cervical. Now, let us go back to the sympathetic trunk. All these nerves you see here, all these big nerves, this is the brachial plexus. It is coming out from the spinal cord. Okay? This will will give rise to all these nerves that innervate the whole thoracic cavity. So this one here will be brachial plexus.
Ah,
Okay.
yes.
Now, okay, we said this is the sympathetic trunk. This is the
Cervical thoracic ganglion.
thoracic ganglion. Now, how the sympathetic innervation reaches the neck?
Oh, it passes.
Vertebral nerve.
Vertebral.
Yeah.
Now, this is the vertebral.
Where? I'm sorry.
Right there.
Okay. This one here is what?
Vertebral nerve.
What type of fibers?
Pre.
Post ganglionic sympathetic.
Oh yes. Yeah, I see it. Yep. Yep.
Okay. This is the vertebral. In the neck, it will run with this. What is this?
Vertebral artery.
Vertebral artery. They run together. So if you want to follow this, you will realize it is running with the vertebral artery. So middle cervical ganglia. This is the
Vertebral nerve.
Vertebral nerve.
No, it's gonna be post-ganglionic sympathetic
Post-ganglionic.
fibers.
Absolutely. That's how the sympathetic reaches the neck. It's
Yes.
through the
Vertebral nerve.
vertebral nerve.
Yes.
Vertebral nerve is post synaptic.
It's because it's passing through that cervical thoracic ganglia. Well, it's gonna synapse there, and then go through to the vertebral nerve.
That's why it is post synaptic.
Yes.
Okay. Once it is post synaptic, it means the synapse already took place
Yes.
at this level. Now, let me show you the answers of the ramus communicants.
Oh, okay. Oh, you can see them on them?
Okay? Let me dissect them for you.
Let me zoom in.
At each dorsal intercostal, okay, coming out of the sympathetic ganglia. You see this one here?
Oh. Yes.
You see this one here?
Yeah.
That's the
This is
ram
what?
line.
That's the random unity.
Ram is
That is the
communicating.
ramus communicant. What type of fibers?
White.
Oh,
On top of fibers.
White and gray. Okay, if it is myelinated,
Right, if it's myelinate.
okay, if it is wrapped in myelin,
Yes.
it looks white. We call it white ramus communicant.
Yes.
If it is not wrapped with myelin,
It's gonna
it
be
is what?
gray.
Gray. So it has nothing to do with the type
Okay,
of fibers.
yes.
But what type of fibers from there?
Synaptic.
Yeah.
Synaptic.
Presynaptic sympathetic.
That makes sense. Yes.
Only presynaptic?
It can be pre and post.
It could be
Yeah,
both.
pre.
Because the white is going down and the gray is going up. With our naked eye, we can't tell. Okay, this is gray and this white. Okay, so the ramus community, because one is going up and the other one is going
Down.
down, right? Okay. This one is white and this one is gray. Okay, this is exactly what you are seeing here. Okay. So for the ramus communicants, it could be what? Both.
And pre.
It could be pre and
Post-sympathetic.
make sense? Now, when we come over here, okay, we said these are the major splanchnic, these are preganglionic sympathetic. They will gonna go and synapse on the ciliaco-mesenteric ganglia, which is this one, and from there, okay, the postsynaptic runs with what?
To the organ.
With the arteries, okay, with all the branches of the celiac and all the branches of the cranial
Oh, yeah.
mesenteric. Like, if they want to go to the jejunum, they will run with the jejunal artery. If they want to go to the stomach, they will run with the gastric. If they want to go to the duodenum, it will run with the duodenum. If they want to go to the pancreas, they run with the. If they want to go to the liver, they will run with the. If they want to go to the spleen, they will run with the splenic artery, and so on. Okay. Now, when you come over here, okay, this is the celiac, cranial mesenteric, renal. Okay. This one here is the caudal mesenteric artery. This is the caudal mesenteric artery. Okay. Now, the ganglia that you see here, this is the caudal mesenteric ganglia. Okay. Now, this is here is the hypogastric. This is here is the lumbar splanchnic. So, the major and the minor splanchnic, they go to what? They go to the ciliaco-mesenteric ganglion. The lumbar splanchnic, they go where?
The caudal
To the caudal
mesenteric.
mesenteric ganglion. Now, what type of fibers in the lumbar splanchnic? Presynaptic what?
Sympathetic.
Sympathetic. Okay? Now, what about the hypogastric?
Postsynaptic. Sympathetic.
Okay? That's how the sympathetic innervation reaches all the organs inside the pelvis. So, the sympathetic innervation reaches the neck with what? With the vertebral
Nerve.
Okay? And the sympathetic innervation reaches the pelvis with what?
Hypogastric.
Okay? And the hypogastric
Oh.
ends at the wall of the rectum, which is here,
You said it ends at the wall.
at the wall of the rectum. Okay? This is the pelvic ganglia. Okay? Now, the pelvic ganglia is what type of ganglia? Is it a sympathetic ganglia or parasympathetic?
It's
Sitting in the wall of the rectum.
yeah. Oh, that's right.
So, the hypogastric is just passing there. Because the hypogastric is already postsynaptic, right? Doesn't need to synapse anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, this ganglia you see here is the pelvic ganglia. Okay? It's a parasympathetic ganglia. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, the hypogastric has nothing to do there. It's just passing by. The same way, the parasympathetic, the vagus here, right? It's passing through the middle cervical, right? It's just passing by. Okay. Here, the hypogastric runs through the pelvic ganglia. But bear in mind, okay, the pelvic ganglia is what? The parasympathetic ganglia. So if we ask you, okay, to write about the sympathetic ganglia, don't include the pelvic ganglia because it's a parasympathetic ganglia.
Yes.
Good? That's it.
Oh, nice.
It's hard?
No, just no. It's not hard. It's gotta just do repetition, understand it. Am I my pro back?
Okay, teach us.
Oh, wait. Oh, Nia. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Teach us on what I have said. If she said anything wrong, you correct her, okay? Right.
Where should I start? Does it matter?
No, you start from
Okay.
the sympathetic trunk.
So-
You take us step by step.
Okay.
You are teaching us, so
So this is the sympathetic trunk,
okay.
and I'm trying to find the ramus communicans. Oh, so this is the ramus communicans. The gray one runs up, and the white one runs down. The
What type
white
of
one,
fibers in the ramus communicans?
it's pre-synaptic and post-synaptic sympathetic fibers.
Go ahead, continue.
Okay. Then if you keep going up
I'm gonna
this
sit
way,
down and enjoy the course.
if you keep going up this way, this is the cervical thoracic ganglion.
Okay, is it a prevertebral or a perivertebral?
It is prevertebral. Oh no, paravertebral. This is
remember it's
pre
closer
and this
to
is
the
para.
spinal cord.
Yes. So paravertebral. And this is the ansa subclavia.
What type of fibers?
It's gonna be sympathetic and
Because
it's both. It's both.
it's
It's
both.
both. Okay,
Okay.
so it's
Now.
presynaptic and postsynaptic.
Correct. What about this one here?
That's the vertebral.
No.
No?
This is the continuation of
Oh,
sympathetic trunk.
Oh yeah, and it meets with
Like this
the
is gonna
middle.
go and continue here as the cervical sympathetic trunk. Okay? So if we tag this, it's the answer of Clavia, right?
Yes.
If we tag this,
Answers of. Wait, no.
continuation of the.
Sympathetic trunk.
Ah.
Make sense?
Yes, and it meets with the middle.
Why? Because the answer of Clavia is the branch coming out of the sympathetic trunk. And this is a continuation of
Of the
the
sympathetic trunk.
Okay. And so that would meet with the middle cervical.
it's just passing through.
I'm sorry.
It's just passing through there.
Oh, okay.
Because it's still, this is what?
Pre.
Preganglionic, right? Because this will run synapse where?
The cranial.
Exactly. So here, it's just passing by.
Especially if it's going towards the head.
Okay.
It's still pre-ganglionic.
So it's still pre-ganglionic.
Now, what is this?
Is that the left laryngeal? I mean, left recurrent?
No.
Okay.
It's the vagus nerve.
This is the vagus.
The left recurrent, okay, runs between the esophagus and the trachea.
Okay.
Okay? So, if we take something like this, okay, between the esophagus and the trachea, it's the recurrent. Make sense?
Would you say I couldn't hear the last word?
It runs in between the trachea and the esophagus. So if we tag anything looks like this, in between the trachea and the esophagus, it is what?
Left recurrent.
It is the recurrent. Forget about
The
left and
recurrent.
right.
Okay.
Okay, just
put
recurrent.
Just recurrent. Okay.
Okay? Now,
So you were looking at
okay,
this.
pay attention to this. Okay, he says this is what?
Vagus.
That's the vagus.
No, no.
That's
this,
the middle cervical
That's the middle
ganglion.
cervical.
No. This nerve here,
That's the cardiac.
okay, it's cardiac, but it's coming out of what?
It's the middle.
It's coming out of the ganglia. So what type of fibers?
It's post.
Opposed to
No.
It's presynaptic.
Look, it's coming out of where?
the ganglion.
Middle cervical ganglion.
Exactly. What type of ganglia is this? The sympathetic ganglia. So these are the sympathetic branches of the heart. Okay?
Still pre.
The one that coming out of the vagus here,
It's just a
It's still pre. Yes, it's still
Okay.
pre.
this one is coming out of the vagus. Okay, this is parasympathetic to the heart. This one, okay, is coming out of the ganglion. So these are sympathetic branches. This one here is what? Parasympathetic. So you need to pay attention.
This
It is coming from where? Okay, if it is coming out, if it's coming out of the vagus, now it is the parasympathetic cardiac branches. If it is coming out of the ganglia, now it is what?
gonna be
The
sympathetic.
sympathetic branches.
Okay, so
Yes.
if it's coming out of the ganglion, it's going to be postsynaptic.
Correct.
But if it's coming out of the vagus, it's presynaptic.
Coming out of the vagus.
So this one down, this one is presynaptic,
Correct.
sympathetic, parasympathetic,
Parasympathetic.
and then this one up here is going to be postsynaptic, sympathetic. Okay.
Say the can you explain the why is pre-ganglionic from the vagus?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the vagus is parasympathetic.
Yes.
We said all the parasympathetic, they synapse on the wall of the organ that they innervate.
Yes.
Okay? So, the only ganglia that we see here that is parasympathetic is the pelvic ganglia.
Okay.
Okay, continue.
Okay.
You're doing good.
Okay. So this is the brachiocephalic trunk right here, right?
Uh-huh.
And then it branches. So this is the left. No.
Yeah, correct.
The left subclavian. No, the left
No,
subclavian is
before-
down here.
Okay? Okay? It is the brachiocephalic.
Okay.
It will give the left and right common carotid artery.
Okay.
After it gives these two branches, the name changed. It is not brachiocephalic anymore. Now it is subclavian. So if we tag it at this level here, it is what?
The
Brachiocephalic. If I tag it here,
This subclavian.
it's subclavian.
So what? This is still brachiocephalic here.
No, because this is the brachiocephalic. Exactly.
Carotid.
This is the left common carotid artery.
Okay. So brachiocephalic trunk, left common carotid artery. And then this is the right subclavian.
Correct. Now, okay, give her the probe.
Yep. Someone hold this.
Now take me through this and this.
So this is the going to be your major splanchnic.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be your minor.
No.
No.
Wait. Not this. Okay. This has nothing to do.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Look, this one is going dorsal. Okay. This is. Okay. This is just a thoracic spinal nerve.
Oh,
Okay. But this one here, okay, is the major splanchnic. Okay. The minor. Let me dissect one. This is one of the minor. The minor, you'll see two of them. Okay? So this one is the major. The major is big. Okay? And you see two small ones like this. These are
Minor.
the minor splanchnic. Okay?
Great.
This here.
This is your celiac artery.
This is the C.
Oh, this is it. Oh,
This is the C.
this is your cranial mesenteric
Mesenteric.
artery.
What's this ganglia here?
This is celiac mesenteric. No,
Celiac mesenteric.
Celiac mesenteric ganglia.
Okay. Now,
No, keep
show me the hypogastric.
the hypogastric. Oh, it's not a nerve.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
right here, hypogastric nerve.
What ganglia is this?
Oh, it's gonna be your caudal mesenteric.
Okay. And this is the hypogastric. What type of fibers in the hypogastric?
It's going to be. Hold on. I struggle with this one. It's gonna be parasympathetic. And no wait.
You wanna give me a heart attack, right?
Huh?
You wanna give me a heart attack, right?
Yes.
How come the hypogastric is parasympathetic?
Oh. Okay. No, it's gonna be postganglionic sympathy.
Yeah.
Postganglionic
What
sympathy.
ganglia is this?
This is the caudal mesenteric.
It's a
Oh,
sympathetic
it's still
ganglia.
part of the sympathetic. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, and this one is coming out from there. So
Yeah,
it
so it's
has
gonna
to
be
be
the post.
exactly. It has to be postsynaptic, right?
Yes. Because it's synapse there,
Sympathetic.
so it has to go. Yes.
So if I ask you, how the sympathetic innervation reaches the organs in the pelvis?
Sorry.
Uterus, bladder.
It needs to synapse. No. Sorry.
Look at my question.
Yes.
You don't answer what you want to answer. Answer according to my question. Okay? How the sympathetic innervation reach, okay, the bladder?
Goes
One word. I need one word.
one word.
Is it hypogastric nerve?
Hypogastric.
One word.
Oh, yeah.
How the sympathetic reach the uterus?
Now the hypogastric nerve.
Hypogastric.
I see now.
Got it?
Yes.
How the sympathetic reach the neck? How the sympathetic reach?
Vertebral nerve.
Exactly. One word. Okay? I can say how the sympathetic reach the sweat glands on the neck. What?
Vertebral nerve.
Vertebral.
Yes.
Make sense?
So it's by the nerve it's going to affect that organ.
So, got it?
Yes.
That's it. Let me get the.
Make sure the